from Group 5.
Thank you for you. We hope that you enjoy our video.
Don't forget to give thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.
Assalamualaikum and hello guys. Today we would like to present about the UNTOLD story. Sound like scary, right? Ghost is the soul or spirit of a dead person and animals that can appear of a living. As we know, the horror stories related to this ghost have been inherited for generations. But how many of our societies believe in the existence of these ghosts? How many types of ghosts that we know? What we understand about ghosts? What is the comparison between Malay ghosts, Chinese ghosts, and Indian ghosts? This video was made to answer every of these questions.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Wana. I want to tell all of you about Malay ghosts. Ghosts, which are said to be incarnations of the souls of the dead or evil spirits, are remnants of the Malays' ancient belief before Islam came. The harms that hantu bring were very much fear, and sometimes the fear could take priority over the fear of the good. Hantu refer to three separate entities. The first one is semangat. Semangat also is defined as the spirit of physical life. It is also said that semangat possesses sense and emotions such as anger and love, live or come, be persuaded or destroyed. Number two is orang bunyian. It is called orang because it is thought to have human features and social life. Usually it is dwell in forests and quiet areas. They have their own world and will appear before its victims and sometimes hide them. And number three is jinn and shaitan. The word jinn is a Malay word which originates from Arabic. There are two types of jinn, which is the Muslim and non-Muslim. The Muslim jinn dwells in decent places such as mosques, while the non-Muslim jinn, that sometimes we call shaitan, dwells in dirty places such as toilet. They appear in various forms including the frightening ones.
Did you know that Chinese people have different names called to ghosts? They call it according to the ghost of death or where they live. Now, let's find out the three types of Chinese ghosts and how they tease people. The first ghost is known as Yi Kui. Chinese people believe this ghost is always follow people who want to commit suicide or to abuse people to commit suicide. We see a lot in Chinese movies as they appear in long hair and white clothes. Chinese people believe that this ghost is often abused during his or her lifetime. The second ghost is Jiang Shi. Their appearance is like a living body that resembles a man dressed in Chinese traditional clothes with a pale face. These ghosts move by jumping while their both hands are straight forward. There's an opinion that we can stop their movement by pasting a paper with written by a jumps at their forehead. The third ghost is Shuigui. Shuigui is a ghost that appears in a watery area. It is said to be floating like a floating stick, but they could paralyze for those who touch it, so it can be dangerous for anyone who sees it. It is also believed that they can pull people into the water and drown them so they can be reincarnated in this world.
Today I want to tell to everyone about the Indian ghosts. Firstly, there are so many Indian ghosts in Malaysia, but I will tell to you two Indian ghosts of it. Firstly, Indian ghost is Fredni. Fredni is perhaps one of the more visible and should be in the tale of Fredni originate from Bengal, India, and is believed to consist of the soul of this who commit heinous crime and are now cursed to walk the head. Second is Sanskrit. There is a supernatural creature usually the ghost or the kisses a person. Next, Sanskrit is interpretation of books come into existence very by regular and community, but they are usually considered to be virtual and restless.
I want to tell you how to get rid of Malay ghosts. Basically, from the concept traditional Malays, they will use some method such as they call bomo to take care of the person who is possessed. Secondly, they will make some tradition belief. They will use tangkal and azimat like mandi bunga, pengeras, medical intimidation, and so on. Secondly, exorcism in Islam is called ruqyah. Nowadays, we will call an ustaz to do some ruqyah. As we know, we can't believe the things that lead to superstition.
Hi, my name is Fahana. Next, I'm going to talk about how Chinese chased away the ghosts according to their belief. Traditionally, the Chinese believed that it was possible to contact the spirit of the deceased, relative, and ancestor through a medium. It was believed that the spirits of the deceased can help them if they were properly respected and rewarded. The annual Hungry Ghost Festival, celebrated in China, including Hong Kong, Taiwan province, Malaysia, Singapore, and elsewhere in the Chinese diaspora, is dedicated to performing rituals to honor and remember the spirit of the dead. On this day, ghosts and other supernatural creatures come out from the underworld and move among the living. Families prepare food and other offerings and place them on a shrine dedicated to deceased relative. Incense and paper money are burned and other rituals are performed in hopes that the spirit of the dead will protect and bring good luck to the family. Chinese tradition dictates that during this festival, besides foods, families should provide offering in the form of hell money, paper clothes, and also prayers to their deceased family members. These hell offerings are later burned to enable the departed soul to use them in their afterlife. Besides that, to appease neglected souls who may envy the living, a big feast is usually conducted at the huge tents erected on the empty fields or temples to appease the hungry and the homeless ghosts. In sum, ghosts and ghost stories fulfill many useful functions in Malaysia among the Malaysian. These ghost stories were multiplied through the years as more challenges came and as society saw the need to invent stories to ensure the harmony was upheld. For even if the ghosts do exist, they cannot really harm you, so do not be scared of ghosts.